This video is from my recent visit to Tagda Heritage Bungalow. 3 of us friends visited this bungalow and it was bungalow number 12 amidst the jungle, and it was beautiful. Nature anywhere is really beautiful and kind. This pebbled road leads all the way to the driveway. There is a portico right in front of the bungalow, and there is the glimpse of the fairy tale castle-like bungalow. As I walk up, I'd like to share a story with you. A story of happiness, joy, and sorrow. Traveling is my passion. It gives me a lot of happiness, and the sorrow which comes with it is when I see the pain of so many people with whom I meet, when I see the way they are staying in. At times, by traveling, we help those people because we contribute in some way or other to their financial independence. This is the beautiful bungalow entrance. We just crossed the portico and now we are headed towards the veranda. The beautiful brick walls, the white windows, it's just a picture from the fairy tale. It's not only that this bungalow is beautiful, all the heritage bungalows rather in Tagda are as beautiful as this one. And I'll also give you a room tour. But before that, I'd like to take you to the dining area. This is the continuation of the veranda. My father was a planter. He worked in tea gardens. So we are accustomed in staying at this kind of bungalows because these are the kind of the bungalows which were assigned to the managers who worked in the tea estates. This is a beautiful dining setup, and the fireplace, it's an electric fireplace though. And this door leads to the kitchen and the outhouse where the servants stay. The weather was really pleasing. The weather in the hills are always pleasing. So is the panorama, and so is the entire ambience of it. Look at these wooden stairs, and these lead straight up to the rooms. There are rooms in the ground floor also from where I've taken this tour. But we were assigned a room on the upper floor. So I'm headed there. This is one room. These are the portraits of famous people who have visited this bungalow. This is the decor. As you can see, everything is so majestic, antique, and the name Heritage Bungalow is really absolutely suited. That's me in the process of making the video. As I said, the weather was quite pleasant. In fact, it was a little cold for people like us who belong to the plain land. But it was really enjoyable. There was room heater in the room, of course, for an extra charge. About the bungalow, as I had said earlier, it's definitely a very good visit, a very good stay. It's a bit expensive, but it's good. This is our room. It's a bit messed up, as you can see. 3 of us had occupied this room. So this is the room. I wish I would have taken this video earlier, but when we had reached, we were really tired and I didn't have the courage or the enthusiasm to tell all my other roommates that, wait, don't mess the room, let me take a picture first or a video. So this is the video which I could take in the morning, the next morning. This is the view from the balcony behind. There is a small gate there which can be opened and you can go just down a spiraling staircase, and you could see the ivy on the top. This is the washroom. It's quite spacious. In fact, in modern household, this is the size of one small bedroom. And as we head out again to the portico, and this is the front of the bungalow. This is the exterior, this beautiful round thing. Those umbrellas are closed. That is where we had our morning breakfast later. And a little ahead, there is the dog kennel. A beautiful thing happened, I'll tell you. It was something, it never happened to me before. So it seemed like a really like a miracle. I'll tell you in a few minutes what happened last night when we reached. So the flags you can see, the flags, yes, that is the boundary of this property. Beyond that is the forest which belongs to the government. The beautiful flowers, the beautiful forest, the beautiful trees, and most importantly the beautiful atmosphere. So I was just taking a complete tour, a video, because I always wanted to remember the feeling. This is the place we had breakfast in the morning. I'll take you to the other rooms, which is located in the back side. It's an entire cottage, so definitely the rates are higher. This one, it's decorated beautifully from the outside also. And see, those are the balconies which I showed you from my room. So yes, this is a full cottage, a private cottage, not a room, an entire cottage which can be taken. This is one, this is the other one. You can take it in a combined way also. Of course, the rates will go up according to the choice. And now the best part of this heritage bungalow stay, and the story which I had told you that I had shared earlier is here. See, and 3, 2, 1, go. That's Oreo. Yes, that's a beautiful Labrador, a Labu baby. And I don't remember the name of these babies. One was Nakadama or Lakadama. The other one was also such a beautiful name, something like Brownie or something. A beautiful dog, beautiful souls, all three of them. They stay in the kennel at the night. Now what happened, the story which I had intended to share, Oreo, the Labrador. So once we reached, all the 3 dogs came barking, because of course we were unknown people entering their premises. So they came barking towards us. And then I started petting them. Soon we became very good friends. I am a dog lover, I am an animal lover. So soon a connection was made. So after petting them, my roommates were headed to the room allotted, and a little time later, maybe around like 15-20 minutes later, after petting these dogs, especially Oreo was like very clingy and sticking to me. So after petting him and the other dogs, I ultimately, because it was really cold outside in the evening, we had reached this property. So I headed back to my room. And then we had ordered some pakoras,
Oreo?
snacks, evening snacks, Indian evening snacks. So we were waiting in the room for the pakoras. Then there was a knock. After around, say, I don't know the exact estimate, but after quite some time, there was a knock. And when we opened the door, it was opened by my other 2 friends, by the other 2 roomies. So they opened the door, and like naturally they were expecting the pakoras, right? But can you guess what happened? Come on, just give a guess in the comment section below. Because this never happened to me before, really. So they were like looking for who has come to give the pakora, right? There was a complete proper knock. And then it was Oreo who had knocked the door. Somehow he had managed to knock the door with his snout or with his head somehow, or with his paws. And he was standing there wagging his tail. He came smelling and found out my room so that he could get more pets. So he entered, he bypassed those 2 roomies and entered the room, and he was looking for me. So as soon as he saw me, he started jumping. So I guided him outside, because my other 2 roomies, of course, they are pet lovers, animal lovers, but still a little bit of hygiene issues. So anyways, so I guided him out of the room, and just outside, as I had shown you in the video, there is a beautiful sofa, cane sofa. So I sat there and he jumped, and the most beautiful thing after that, you know what he did? He placed his head on my knees and he was completely at rest. It was such a peaceful feeling for me, and of course for him, I guess. I am blessed that he could find solace in resting in my lap. I was like scouting the forest behind, the pine forest, as much as I could, you know, like I have not taken the video of the entire thing. So this is me coming down, and of course I was accompanied by Oreo, Nakadama and Brownie. I guess those are the names. I was accompanied by them. You can soon see one of them wagging his tail and running behind me. That was, I think, Nakadama. So about this attire, both this sweater and the woolen cardigan and the cap, woolen cap, this is a handmade cap, were from Manali. The sun was really beautiful, but at times such scorching sun from the hills, they tend to make a very permanent tan. So me all the way smiling and shooting the video. So the beautiful story I had started sharing earlier about the pain and sorrow which I see associated with people when we travel, but it also gives me immense happiness at the same time that I am contributing in some way, as I had shared earlier. So this is the place where the 3 dogs, the guard dogs, so-called guard dogs, of course they have a very good sense of smell, that is for sure. That is where they stay. Their bowls of food is there. And I'm back in front of the Heritage Bungalow number 12. So overall, this travel experience was as usual. Like, none of my travel experiences have been bad. None of them have been bad. And overall, this travel experience was beautiful. Who made it the most beautiful? Of course, Oreo. Oreo was the star catcher here. There one. He's sniffing. Sniff. And here are the other 2. They are sitting, having a great view of the mountains. That's me. See, that's Oreo. He got up from behind. This is the driver G who drove us. And some poses which I was doing, like, you know, like passing time in front of the veranda. After this Tagda place, we were headed to Chotokpur. That's another beautiful place. This is the 2nd highest altitude after Sandakphu in Darjeeling, West Bengal. And this is from Chotokpur. We had taken this beautiful hike. From inside the village to a sacred holy water. It's called Kalipokri Lake. It's not the same Kalipokri Lake that is in the region of Sandakphu. No, it's not that. But it's similar. There is a small temple, like a man-made small stone construction of Lord Shiva, a Shivlinga. So see, that's the guide, and we are all following him. 2 families joined. Our family, means our family of friends, and another family, husband, wife and their son. So we accompanied by the guide, led by the guide, we were headed to this beautiful temple, holy place in the morning, the holy lake. So as you can see, the beautiful red and colorful houses. These are all homestays. And I'd like to, it's not in the best intentions for all to draw a comparison, but the food in the Heritage Bungalow was definitely good. But the food here in this homestay was much better. It was just awesome. Though it is situated way higher, the food options were very limited, mainly dal, that is lentils and some potato vegetables, curry. Very simple stuff, but the cooking was really good, I believe, here in this village, in this homestay where we stayed inside this village. So as you can see, we have come to the starting point, like the base camp, which is usually in trekking. So it's definitely not a base camp, it was like a 2-kilometer hike, but something like that. This is the point from where we start, and start our trek to that holy lake, the Kalipokri lake. And while returning, this is the particular place, see the guide has entered, this is where we will have our tea, coffee and snacks. So now we are headed towards the lake. It's actually the entire place looks like, you know, a fairy tale thing, a complete fairy tale. So now we are headed from this Cosmos, not mall, not Cosmos mall, from this Cosmos beautiful flower place towards the lake. And as in this journey towards the lake, so as long as it takes for us to reach the lake, I'd request you all to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Help me grow. Comment in the comment section below as to what kind of video you'd like for me to make. And in my introduction, in other videos I've seen that I'm a banker by profession, so you can take financial